What's good, guys? Your boy, No Mercy, No Mercy 4K. Doing Mercy in the building, and back at you another banger reaction video. Today we got the most terrifying stand, soft and wet. That sounds kind of iffy to me, but we got another JoJo reactions for y'all today. We got another one of these stands videos. We've seen a few of these most terrifying stands videos already in the past, and they have been insane. Every single stand been like crazy to learn about. We got another one here. Let's see what this one is talking about, soft and wet. If you want to see more videos like this to JoJo's stands and just more videos to JoJo's in general here on the channel, immediately ASAP hit the like button for me and subscribe. That's how I'm gonna know you guys enjoy these videos and want to see more immediately. But thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know what you guys think about this new or this video, soft and wet, most terrifying stands. My reaction to it down below. Hope you enjoy, and let's get. What's good, bro? If you want to see full and uncut reactions earlier than when I post them on here on YouTube, consider checking out the Patreon. Link is in the description. Supporting on Patreon helps me keep making banger videos for you guys, bruh. The most terrifying stand, soft and wet. Let's check it out.
If you found this video enjoyable, please leave a like and hell, even subscribe if you want to. It only takes 2 clicks, and push that notification bell just to get the messages for my videos. That would be greatly appreciated.
From the few videos, most terrifying stands videos we've seen, he has done a pretty good job explaining them as much as possible, because these stand stuff is super complicated too. Gotta hit the like button. Hit the like button on my video as well if you enjoy this. Want to see more videos soon? Send me a letter or better. Huh? What is going on? Is this from a manga?
The most terrifying stands, we are back at it with this video series. And if you read the title, we'll be talking about soft and wet. Now, soft and wet is a personal favorite of mine, I do think. Out of all the stands in JoJo, soft and wet is
soft
a
and
massive
wet. Why is it
highlight
that
for
name?
me. Mainly because it uses bubbles in a unique way, and I find that pretty damn cool. Plus, it has an overall solid stand design, probably one of the best ones out of the entire series. But before we talk about soft and wet, let's explain his user's backstory, because it gives a little bit more context with soft and wet later on. Josuke Higashikata was found on a beach in Morio, Japan. The woman that found him would be Yasuho Hirose. I'm terrible with Japanese, so don't really judge me for that. There's a lot of Japanese in this video, so screw me. The two would find out that Josuke has lost his memories and doesn't know anything about himself, and at that time wasn't actually named Josuke. The two would eventually find out that Josuke's kind of pseudo name at the time, before he was named Josuke, would be Yoshikage Kira of the Steel Ball Run universe. Well, kind of. Some time passes on, and he eventually
out of nowhere on a beach. Didn't know who he was.
Family members, and eventually would be adopted into the family and be called Josuke. There is more backstory, but I can't really explain it right now exactly because it involves other characters and their stands. So let's just jump right into the fusion of soft and wet. Josuke's stand, soft and wet's actually part of a small handful of stands that actually have more than one ability, and more uniquely, Josuke's abilities are not connected together. While both abilities use bubbles, other than that, they are pretty far apart between each other. Josuke's first ability is called Plunder. It has the ability to steal something away from an object. What this means is Josuke can take something from an object, being friction, eyesight, smell, facial hair, the removal of water from the human body, etc., etc.
Oh my god, that is so OP, bro. You could just, whatever I want to take away from you, your eyesight, your ability to hear, your smell, your freaking face, your hair. Oh my god.
From the human body, etc., etc.
The water out your body, bro. We're like 95% body water.
Out of all the Joestars that have had a stand, Josuke has started off with the most busted one by far. And surprisingly enough,
I mean, that sounds busted.
Do not know the full extent of the Plunder ability's limits. Every time it is shown, it's actually doing something different. So it's kind of ridiculously overpowered in my personal opinion. You're probably thinking to yourself, that Plunder ability is ridiculously overpowered and terrifying. If I ever met Josuke, I would not like to be on his bad side. And you are correct. This ability has been shown to do a lot. And to be totally honest, in my personal opinion, I don't think it's limited to just what it can do in the series. I think Josuke actually is underutilizing his ability a lot. And I will elaborate on this a little bit later in the video. Soft and Wet's second ability, Bomb Creation. Okay, so imagine this. Your eyesight gets taken away, and Josuke proceeds to throw bubbles at you, and these bubbles slowly get towards you faster and faster, and eventually they get close enough to you to pop, and in this pop, they completely just annihilate themselves and make a small explosion, potentially killing you. Or if Josuke wants to, he can put a small object inside this bubble, and when on detonation, it will launch said object at you, possibly making a scrap bubble bomb, which is pretty damn terrifying. And it actually gets even worse. Josuke can actually place a bubble in your skin and detonate it from there, which is, you know, kind of terrifying, I won't lie. That's a ridiculous way to go out.
That's so bad. That is so terrifying.
And you're probably looking at the
That is literally terrifying.
Yeah, we're not even close to done. It's time for the musical reference. And I know it's kind of weird placing it after Josuke's ability, but to be totally honest, Josuke's kind of not related to the song at all, if you kind of think about it, and I will explain that later on. I know I'm saying that a lot, but just listen to me. The musical reference for Soft and Wet comes from the Prince song Soft and Wet, and that is all. Yeah, I'm going to be totally honest, other than the song having Soft and Wet that may or may not refer to a bubble in Araki's mind, the song is just a horn dog fantasy of Prince, just kind of singing about his love life and about a woman. So yeah, there's really, it's just a name reference, to be totally honest. You could say that the song's actually referencing maybe Josuke's and Yasuho's relationship, but it's kind of a stretch. A lot, actually. It's a big stretch. And that goes for the musical reference. It's just kind of in name, to be totally honest. But we still do have the JOJO Velar. And to be totally honest, there's nothing there either. Araki states that the design was created to match up with Josuke's outfit. Rather than its ability, maybe I imagined a sailor uniform combined with match up with Josuke's outfit. Rather than its ability, maybe I imagined a sailor uniform combined with the flotation devices in a life vest. Its ears have grown a bit larger since it first appeared. Like I said, Araki was just going with the flow. But there is still more to talk about Soft and Wet. Later on in the story, it gets revealed that Josuke is not actually one person, but two. And it all gets revealed in the Vitamin C arc. Also, this is a good time to warn you. From this point onward, it's all going to be spoilers, just FYI. So it turns out Josuke is actually half Yoshikage Kira and half Josefumi Kujo. But how did this event happen? Well, apparently, Kira wanted to save his mom, and the only way to save his mom is to get the Rokakaka from the Rock Humans. Kira and Josuke succeed in getting the Rokakaka from the Rock Humans, but you don't cross the Rock Humans, bro. You never cross the Rock Humans. They will fuck your shit up. And they did. Eventually, a battle ensues, causing both Josuke and Kira to lose a lot of blood and a lot of body parts that aren't probably functioning from that point onward. And Josefumi at the time could only think of one possible way to save them both, and that was eating the new Rokakaka that he had made, with the help of his version of Soft and Wet. But it was fruitless. Kira had already passed on to the other world and had died, but Josefumi had still lived, and in those fleeting moments, the new Rokakaka's ability would activate, body exchange from another person. Josefumi would take bits and pieces from Kira's body, making him live onward from that point, with a major drawback, losing his memories. And then a landslide would occur, putting Josefumi underground, leading to Yasuho finding him later on. Enter Josuke and his version of Soft and Wet. So it turns out Josefumi was the original user of Soft and Wet. Crazy, I know, right? And even crazier, did you know that Kira and Josefumi are the composite characters of Yoshikage Kira, Jotaro Kujo, Josuke Higashikata from Part 4, and Okuyasu? And if you think about it like that, that means Josuke is actually 4 characters put into one, which is pretty honestly cool, and I'm actually going to reference this later on in the video. Aside from
if I actually watched JoJo, I probably wouldn't be this confused.
Josuke, I ain't gonna lie. Let's get to Josefumi's version of Soft and Wet. So the main difference between Josefumi's Soft and Wet to Josuke's Soft and Wet is, well, it doesn't have the bomb ability, which is to be expected. The trade-off being that Josefumi can actually use his Soft and Wet a lot better. From his short time using Soft and Wet on panel, it seems like he can actually use it a lot more strategically rather than using it actually in the heat of battle. So kind of more like a stealth type of stand, which is kind of fun looking at it because Josuke uses it pretty offensively while Josefumi uses it pretty defensively. And this wouldn't be a metas videos without a bit of speculation.
Nah, this stand look
for the rest
broken
of the
though,
video,
bro.
it's kind of gonna be speculation heavy. So as we know, Josuke used the Rokakaka, and so did Kira, and this led to the fusion of their bodies, well, bits and pieces of Kira's body to Josuke's body. And up until recently, Yasuo has done the same thing with Josu. And the weird thing I found out about kind of Josuke in particular is that he has the stand of Josuke, but with bits and pieces of Killer Queen within Soft and Wet. And I find that really weird because as we know, stand powers are kind of not really physical in the sense. So the Rokakaka shouldn't really affect the stand, but it did. So I've been kind of speculating on this that the Rokakaka can probably affect a person's soul, a fighting spirit even in the terms of stands. As we know, the definition of a stand is the user's innate fighting spirit manifested into energy that makes a stand. So how could the Rokakaka affect the stand of a user if it's only ever been shown to affect it physically in the user's case, you know, removal of a limb and getting new eyes, etc, etc. Well, the only answer I could possibly give you is that the new Rokakaka can actually take bits and pieces of even a stand / the soul of another person and give it to another person. And it kind of makes sense.
Take the soul of another person, give it to another person. What the
report done on Yoshikage Kira's body is that he died of cardiac arrest, but we know that doesn't happen because, well, he didn't have a heart attack, nor did his heart stop. He just kind of died of blood loss from what the panels had shown us in the Vitamin C arc. It's very well possible that the Rokakaka can do some extraordinary things. So, does Josuke have bits and pieces of Kira's soul in him now? I would say so. Josuke has shown very violent tendencies, and Kira was kind of a violent person, very similar to JOJO and Kira, but that's just all speculation. Makes you wonder
there's
how
so
terrifying
many
these
different
fruits
characters
are,
involved in this.
And speaking about fruits, Josuke had another one recently actually, and it may or may not have led to a new power forming within Soft and Wet that is spin related.
So there's these super fruits in JoJo's too?
We've seen from Soft and Wet's
like
new power, it almost seems like the bubbles almost carve away or scrape at an object. Alright, so it's all led up to this moment. What am I getting at here? Well, earlier in the video, I said Josuke is a composite character of Kira, Jotaro, Josuke, and Okuyasu. And you see a lot of the character traits within Josuke. The violent tendencies, Kira, the stoic-like nature at some points up until recently are from Jotaro. The goofy nature clearly comes from Josuke, but we haven't seen a lot of the Okuyasu.
Wait, so there's two Josukes?
The only Okuyasu part we have seen is in the design of Josuke, but the new power of the bubbles seems very eerily similar to, well, the hand. Both of these new powers are scraping away at something. And hell, even now looking back at it, the Bites the Dust arc and so far the Wonder Review arc are very eerily similar. And you know how Okuyasu came in and saved the day with the hand deleting the bubble that was going to kill Josuke? Well, do I have to really point it out to you? It's mirroring that. Okuyasu's powers have now came to save Josuke's ass again, with a sprinkle of the spin in there just for good measure. But remember, it's still speculation because it's barely shown up and I just want to make reference to it in this video. But regardless, the new version of Soft and Wet is even more ridiculously terrifying than it was previously. And if I really have to explain to you why it's so fucking terrifying,
you can just take somebody's eyesight out of nowhere. It's insane, bro.
Yourself and let's see how you
take someone's heart.
How do you deal with it? Because I don't know how I would. Josuke's a
bro. You just take someone's heart out of nowhere.
Tank at this point. It's incredible how Araki's made a monster of an MC in terms of power. And that will be the conclusion of this video.
Damn,
like,
bro.
Comment, share, subscribe, follow
hey
me.
man, let me what you guys thought about that most terrifying stand Soft and Wet, man. I ain't gonna lie, that's insane stand power to have. You can literally just take anybody's ability to see their hydration, all the water in their body, their heart, their organ, or you could, bro, that's an insane power to have. Plus, you're able to shoot out bubbles outwards to literally create bombs of any nature. Like, bro, nah. Nah, bro, you do not want to be on Soft and Wet's bad side. That's a fact. Let me know what you guys thought about that down below in the comments. If you guys thought about that, stay in my reaction. If you enjoyed this video, want to see more videos and the next JoJo reaction like this here immediately, please smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. It will really help out a lot. It means a lot. I post every single day for you guys here. If you made it to the end of this video, let me know by commenting though. W Soft and Wet. Soft and Wet seems broken, seems pretty strong to me. W Soft and Wet in the chat. W Soft and Wet in the comments if you made it to the end of the video. That's how I'm gonna know. But W Soft and Wet in the comments. See you guys in the next video. Have a great day.